Hi guys, welcome back to Cursed Crit episode 9. So, last episode, everyone found themselves in a fight with the abbot. Great, right? However, after a bit of punching, swinging, and loot breaking,
my boy,
Otto had ran in and joined the fight and just kind of hopped on the abbot's back and told the party, hey, you guys go. Like, I got this. I can handle this. I'm strong.
What a boy.
And so, the party was quick to flee from there, realizing they probably weren't the best match against the abbot.
To anyone, really.
But we leveled, so that's all that matters.
Yes, you did level from that encounter.
Oh wait, shit, I forgot to do that. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Alright. And so, they were now by themselves, once again. In which they were like, okay, we need to get back to Castle Ravenloft. How are we going to do that? And it was at that point that Edrian's shadow kind of jumped up and chin-handed, like, hey, I can help you out. Just follow my instructions. And the shadow basically led Edrian in a two-person dance that allowed the mists to swirl around them and transport them back to Castle Ravenloft in the lobby that they were staying in before. So they ended up going back to the stone room, as we like to call it, and threw in the Yellowstone, which led them to Strahd's tome.
As opposed to the stoned room, which is a different campaign.
Hey, it might be in this campaign. You haven't explored all of Castle Ravenloft.
Oh my god, will we get weed?
Will we get weed?
Moving on, I mean Edrian and Woe had a back and forth argument about which of these 4 graves Irina could be in, while Joan was just kind of digging up one, like, alright, I'm gonna figure this out myself.
Yeah.
But ultimately, they only ended up digging up one, like opening one, I should say. 2 were dug up, 1 was opened, and the one that was opened had Irina in it. So, the party went ahead and grabbed her, and was making a break for the stone room again. However, once they made it to the stone room, there was a dusk elf that had similarities to Strahd, such as his hair, and even almost his clothing. It's like this leather jacket, almost, with silver fur on the shoulders. And it's at that point that they were properly welcomed to Castle Ravenloft, and that's where we had stopped.
Fuck.
So,
I don't want to do anything.
this dusk elf is standing between you and the stones and flame. So you can assume that there's not really a way to really get to it without, having to get all close with this guy.
Oh shit.
And I should also mention, you can hear thousands of screams echoing in your heads.
Yeah, mood.
Like, it's almost deafening.
No, so normal day for Will. Alright.
Yeah, it's almost deafening. Like, it's obviously agonizing to these voices are obviously in pain, almost crying out for help in a way, but the man in front of you...
normal day for Will.
The man in front of you doesn't seem fazed by this.
Adrian's like awkwardly just standing there, like trying to ignore the fact that there's the voices in their head. They're like doing the "this is fine" meme, but instead of fire, it's the screaming voices.
Oh, Woe's at a loss of what to do.
All of you see this elf just kind of gesture behind you with an open palm. He's not saying anything, but you can gather he's trying to say, like, let's go take a walk, kind of thing.
Oh, I don't
we have some really important business to take care of really quick, and so if you just let us through, we can take care of that business, and then we can go on that thing that you are gesturing at. And she's just like gonna try and like saunter up like she knows what she's doing.
No.
We don't know what we're doing.
As you saunter up with Irina in your hands,
Yeah,
might I add.
I should also say, I also have like I have my hood around her in a way that it looks like she's more of a lump than it's actually Irina.
As you step closer, this elf draws a scimitar.
Oh.
And holds it towards
I
you.
start stepping back.
As you step back, he sheaths it again.
I guess we have to go on that walk, guys.
Hell yeah.
Okay, where are you gonna take us?
You'll have to follow me, won't you?
Oh, I don't
boy.
trust like that.
It'll be a good bonding experience.
Oh, I don't absolutely
Oh,
do
I'm
not
sure.
trust like that.
Why?
Can we get a name first, please?
You can call me Rahadin.
Oh no, I would rather not. That was out of character. That was out of character.
Oh, I hate this.
Rah rah Rahadin.
As he's talking, he seems to also be directing some of what he's saying at you, Edrian.
Oh,
Ah, fuck.
Interesting.
I no. Adrian is like breaking at the seams. Probably they're like trying to seem cool and calm, but they're like sweating fucking bullets. Because they know that he's like talking to them partially. So,
Whenever Will goes back to the party, she's gonna hold out her hand for Edrian to take.
oh, Adrian's gonna
The
take
one,
it.
the opposite side of where Irina is currently slung over her shoulder, I should add.
Yeah, Adrian's gonna take it.
Whoa, can you do me a favor?
Oh no.
Oh god.
Make
Sure.
Make a strength check.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no,
pardon?
because I'm holding
Pardon?
her.
Are you buffing up?
Okay. Okay, that's not bad.
You
That
are
is.
buff enough to
That's
hold
a
her with
16.
one hand.
It's a 16.
Okay. So, Rahadin is walking over to join the party. And, like, as you're holding Edrian's hand, you feel a pull on Irina before she's
Oh.
out of your hands.
Oh
Fuck,
no.
Scared.
Oh shit.
And you can
Hey, that's mine.
see Rahadin gives you this ice-cold look as he slings her
Oh.
over his shoulder.
Oh boy.
Okay. This is fine. This is great. So how is your guys'
Hold on.
day?
Van Richten still has the scroll, doesn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
And Rahadin is shifting his position to basically put a hand on your back, Edrian,
Oh, I don't like that.
to kind of usher you forward to make sure you aren't gonna back out from this nice little stroll.
Okay. Edgar's gonna be like, okay. I wasn't planning on backing out anyways, but alright.
You can never be too careful.
Right, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I hate this dude so fucking much.
I like to imagine Edrian is like leaning over and whispering that to everyone.
Yeah.
Just, I hate this fucking guy.
I mean, it's true.
Okay.
Woe kind of squeezes their hand again, and like in a like motherly motion, kind of like starts to do the whole thumb over the like just to soothe them a little bit.
Oh.
But in
Bye
the
for
same
Will.
in the same breath, she's also like looking like back and forth, like her eyes are glancing to Irina, and like one of her eyes twitching. So like she's trying to be soothing, but she's also very stressed out.
That's valid.
Uh. Okay. Don't mind them. It's fine. But yes, he is walking all of you in silence. He's not saying much. But from time to time he is like glancing over his shoulder, making sure all of you are still following him and that no one's like breaking off to try and hide.
Damn it. Okay.
And
Can I,
you
can
do what?
Can I start like humming "Ignition" by R. Kelly?
I mean, you
Seeing as
can.
it doesn't necessarily exist, I don't know.
It just sounds like this weird melody to everyone else.
It's a gnomish song of victory.
By R. Kelly.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a song my mother sang to me.
Got the key in ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen.
But after kind of trailing up several flights of spiraling stairs, he does stop in front of two large oak doors that have various designs engraved in them, and in the center of it, there is the crest of Strahd.
My eye twitches from stress. Again.
Valid.
Is it because your eye is twitching from stress?
Is my eye twitching from stress because my eye is twitching from stress?
Yes, I'm asking like you.
Oh, yeah. Out of character, yes. You know about my stress eye twitches. I get them all of the time.
So, he does stop in front of it. His hand finally moves off your back, Edrian. And he's turning
She
to...
lets out a huge and very loud sigh of relief.
I also wanna. I'm trying. I guess I'm trying to be a little bit subtle about this, but I'm also trying to make like a map. So I'm probably keeping up the back. And every time he like looks over, I like put it down or make it look like I'm not like trying to make a map, but I'm making a map.
Right. So, he does seem a little suspicious of you, Woe. Like, you can just see it in his dark eyes. He just, something feels off, but I'm not gonna push it.
Good.
Oh my god.
Same hat.
But he does straighten his posture and gesture to the doors and says, "The master is waiting for you."
Oh no. No! Oh fuck me. Oh god.
Fuck.
Oh, we're so fucked. Okay.
The
I'm like,
bathroom first?
Rahadin raises a brow at you, Sin.
I gotta go with Woe because she's my bathroom buddy.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh my
We gotta safety in numbers. You gotta go with a friend.
Okay.
I heard that whenever you go alone, Myrtle the Moaning creeps up at you in the bathroom. So it's best to take a friend, you know.
So,
Yeah, and like if one of us gets lost, the other will help, you know, like that.
Roll a persuasion.
What?
You guys are so fucking screwed.
Oh no.
a modern persuasion. 9.
Let's see, persuasion. Okay, that's 14.
I don't think that works.
As you're rambling about your bathroom buddy system, that again probably doesn't exist in this time period.
Hey, you never know.
That's true. Rahadin moves behind the two of you and just grabs both of you by the backs of your robes and pushes you forward towards the doors.
Okay, I guess that's not gonna work then. I guess I'll just pee my pants. That's fine. I'm sure Strahd will love to see me covered in my own pee. That's fine.
Guys should have got
Rahadin voice.
during lunch.
Pee your pants.
You-
Okay, let's just fucking deal with this shit.
also, as
Just
you're
wanna get
talking,
this over with.
as you're talking about peeing your pants, you two can hear Rahadin say under his breath, "There are worse things in this castle than that."
Understandable.
Will immediately tenses up whenever he says that.
Okay, well, we're gonna get our ass kicked if we run, so I guess we have to go in.
You guys heading in?
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
Sounds so begrudging, but okay.
I wonder why, huh?
Why would that even happen like that, Syra?
Man, I don't know.
I wonder
Any-
what would elicit this such response.
Oh my god. What
Anyway,
would the uneasiness and what not?
as you guys walk into this room, dust assaults your lungs. A sweet yet pungent smell of decay fills this room, in the center of which stands a long oak table. A blanket of dust covers the tabletop and its fine china and silverware. In the center of the table, a large tiered cake leans heavily to one side. The once white frosting has turned green with age. The cobwebs
It's fucking gross.
Cobwebs hang like dusty lace down every side of the cake. A single doll figure of a well-dressed woman adorns the crest of the cake. Suspended above is a web-shrouded chandelier of forged iron. An arched window in the south wall is draped with heavy curtains. Resting in a wooden stand by the window is a dusty lute, and standing quietly in the southwest corner is a tall harp shrouded in cobwebs. And at the head of the oak table is Strahd.
Great.
And
Great.
Rahadin is following all of you in, and once everyone is in, he's closing the doors behind him.
Fuck.
Oh, damn. Oh my fucking god, we fucking dead.
And you can see Strahd give all of you this toothy smile. It's wide enough so you can see the sharp fangs.
Oh my
I
god.
don't like that.
I give him like that white people smile back.
The tight-lipped, like, smile.
Yeah.
Adrian's just straight-faced, trying not to look at him.
Woe doesn't even have an expression.
Just blank.
Just absolutely blank. Maybe eyes look just a little wide.
She's just tired.
And she's gonna hold out her other hand for anyone to take.
Take it and then offer their hand to Joan.
No, buddy system.
Solidarity.
Solidarity.
Rahadin
Yeah,
rolls his eyes.
Oh, we're fucking friends.
Friendship.
And Strahd is taking a couple strides.
Woe just goes, "Hello, Strahd."
Strahd is taking a couple strides around the table and resting his hand face down onto it.
Oh boy.
And his gaze goes from you to this moldy ass cake and says,
Lord.
"Would any of you like a slice?"
I lost my appetite after I saw. No, I'm peachy. Thank you.
Thank you for the offer, but I'll have to decline.
No thanks. I'm good.
Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm.
Awesome.
We'd prefer not to.
If you guys look around the room a little more, you can see over by the loot, there seems to be a shadow there.
Oh,
Just
Is that
saying.
my shadow?
It's your shadow.
Oh, fuck you!
As you say fuck you, it like raises its middle finger at you.
And she flips it all back.
Adrian. Actually, anyone
Oh.
can roll a perception.
yeah,
What's my
boy.
perception?
Let me do that.
Plus
Heidi
7.
ho, that's a bad roll.
21.
Oh wow.
22!
I have 14.
That would be a 23.
God
Wow,
damn,
yeah!
wow, all you guys did so good.
So, Joan, you're a little distracted by this moldy cake. And
Fucking
just,
nasty, man.
why couldn't you, like, replace this sooner?
I know.
Especially when you're gonna have guests over.
Holy fucking Christ.
However, everyone else, you can hear Rahadin mutter under his breath, "You're just like your mother."
Oh, what
Excuse me?
Oh,
Adrian's gonna sharply turn their head and be like, huh? What?
He tilts his head at you, but he doesn't say anything, almost like squinting his eyes.
Adrian squints their eyes back.
And Strahd clears his throat. Rahadin's attention snaps back to him, away from you, Adrian.
I'm gonna do that solidarity squeeze again, and the whole mother motion, just trying to calm them down a little bit. Kind of mutter, "It's okay, just ignore him."
Yeah, Adrian's gonna turn back and kind of just sigh.
And Strahd will speak up in the silence, quote unquote, and say, "I expect all of you to be going to the reception." Can I expect that from you?
I don't know. My schedule's kind of
Sure.
full.
Yeah, let's let me check my schedule. She does not say that. She just she asks, "What does that entail?"
We'll be having a few drinks, some food.
Alright, turn up.
Yeah, but the drinks
No.
are. She sort of holds up. No, she can't hold up a hand. She like kind of squeezes. She squeezes Sin to squeeze the hand of Joan, and just sort of like looks over, and she just goes, "No, the drinks are not the kind of drinks that I think you
No,
expect.
no.
It's
Turn
no,
up.
Joan. It's blood.
Joan, it's
It's blood."
And?
There will be food
Bold
as
of
well.
you to assume.
Joan, can you take this seriously for once?
No.
She looks up. What else does it entail?
That's all it will entail. Food and drinks.
Food, as in like we are the food, and you're going to drink us?
No. Not entirely.
Not entire. Okay, yeah.
I don't trust
That's not a
my
no.
friend. That's not a no.
I could tell that she was fond of you. And as he's speaking, he's going over to Rahadin to put a hand over this lump that you wrapped her in.
No,
And
wait, no. I should mention. It was more like okay. She was slung over my shoulder, and then I got my cape, and I slung my cape around her, but my cape was still on me. Like the robe was still on me.
okay, so she's not wrapped up anymore.
She's not wrapped up. No, she's. If he were to like get her from behind, well, then she would still have her cloak on, but
Okay.
it might have been tugged a little bit. But
Yeah. In that case, then he's putting his hand on her forehead and continuing and saying, I know that she would want you to join us.
Oh.
I don't think so. In fact, I think that she wouldn't want to be there in the first place.
Oh, I don't mean just at the reception.
She raises her brows.
He gives a crooked smile.
Oh boy.
What does that mean?
That
I'm shaky. What does that mean?
Interpret it how you will.
No, I want to know what it means. If we're going to be doing this for you, because technically we brought her here. It was like you didn't even really need to do anything, so you owe us at least fat.
He doesn't say anything, and instead he's going over to the shadow. And if you want, well, you can roll an insight on what that might
I would
mean.
love to.
Yeah.
I would love to. Oh, wow, that's not bad. Insight. 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. 22.
Okay. You can assume that he means, like, yes, go to the reception, but also turn all of you into vampires.
Oh.
That's gonna be one crunk ass party.
And am I the only one
Uh,
that ascertained that?
yeah.
So you lied to us just now, is what you did.
No, I didn't. There will be food
What
for
do you
you
mean?
as well.
She sort of like looks to the side.
This is the worst.
And he's offering his hand to the shadow, in which you can see the shadows looking up at him and tilting their head. And Strahd just side glances to you, Edrian, in which the shadow nods and then bolts back over to you.
Adrian's just kind of giving Strahd like a cold look. Like they're not reacting, at least externally anyways, but they're just like looking at him, just watching him.
If you would like, you can stay in the guest rooms until the reception takes place. Does that sound like a fair trade?
When does the reception take place?
Tomorrow night. And at this point, it seems to be reaching the end of the night. Like the sun is gonna come up soon.
Oh boy.
You have another thing.
Huh?
Okay. No, that was to myself. Okay.
When you agree to it, he looks at Rahadin and says, take them to their rooms. In which Rahadin gives a bow before turning around and holding the door open for all of you.
I go through.
Yeah, but if you're going through, I'm
Yeah.
still holding your hand, so I'm going through as well.
Oh, just conga line out.
French chain.
Friend chain like a fucking kindergarten class.
We got the baby chain.
It's so good.
These screams are echoing in your head, and while they are, Rahadin looks so disappointed. But
I want to. Can I roll an insight of where the screams are coming from, or maybe like an Arcana, or something?
make an Arcana.
Okay. That's a crit one. So no, I don't know shit.
It's coming from the earth below, man.
Oh, fuck.
The 17 for me.
Okay. Does anyone else want to roll?
I'll try it.
Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arcana. Oh, I got a +6.
That's a 15.
Okay.
That's a 7.
That one.
I get those bad rolls today, boys.
Yeah, Joan, it also seems like it's coming from the earth. You're just feeling very spiritual today.
Hell yeah.
But Edrian and Sin, both of you can ascertain that it's coming from Rahadin.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed. Oh, that's not good. That's not fun.
And he is going to lead you up to the lobby once more. And Escher is still kind of just cleaning up, like not really paying much mind.
Adrian, whenever they see Escher, they're just gonna kind of like hide their face. They're just gonna go kind of make themselves small so he doesn't see them.
Incognito!
Yeah, and Will's gonna do that thing that like the parent does, like whenever they're walking and like the parent wants to be in front, like they kind of bring their hand behind them.
Oh yeah.
So she's gonna do that and just sort of like keep walking, like try and block them from his
Yes.
sight.
At one point, Escher does look over, and he seems confused by the display going on.
Baby chain.
And when he opens his mouth to talk, like Rahadin just holds up a hand, like don't even try.
Good.
Oh, I fucking hate Castle Ravenloft, but it can be funny sometimes.
It just like Rahadin's holding up a hand, he's not even looking at Escher, and Escher almost looks offended by it, but goes back to cleaning.
Good. Fucking die.
And once passing through the area, he does push open a door. And inside the room, there are a couple beds just laid out. It's very regal. There's a couple crests on either side of the walls. There's a large window that has curtains draped over it at the moment. And it just smells like death in it. Despite its beautiful interior, it has a horrendous stench.
Be like that sometimes. Sometimes your room smells like someone fucking died.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in Castle Ravenloft.
Where literally almost everyone's dead.
Vampire.
But he'll wait for everyone to get inside before just slamming the doors behind you.
Will is
Well,
going
that
to
was
immediately drop their hands on both, and she's gonna walk over to Joan and get on one knee and look her in the eyes and be like, "You need to take things more seriously. I know that you don't want to deal with what's happening right now. Neither do we, but you are not the only one here. And what would your wife think if you died?
Ooh.
If you die here, you'll never see her again. You need to take things more seriously. I'm saying this from a place of love, because I do love you and you are my family, which is why I'm doing this. You need to take this more seriously." And she gets up and she walks away from everyone.
Adrian's just tired. They're tired, man. They're tired. Because their fucking mom got mentioned. So they're just like, they just kind of sit on a bed and they're just like, well, that was fun, guys.
It takes Will a couple of seconds, and she sort of comes back, and she's like, kind of relaxed, but still very tense, and looks over to Adrienne and goes, "Are you okay?" I know the answer, I just...
Yeah, kinda.
What he said was out of line, and you know that. And obviously I'm pissed about it, but...
I mean, it's like, it's been a while since I've seen my mom, so I really, like, kinda understand the comparison, but not really. But
It's still out of line.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, he knows your mom.
Yeah.
Do you think he's
So-
is any kind of trail off?
There's the possibility that would make sense because he's the only one here who's has mentioned anyone of my family. So I mean, there is the possibility is there, but I wouldn't know because I haven't asked him or like, and he hasn't elaborated or anything.
I'm just upset because it feels like every single time that we make pretty big strides, we take like 5 steps back. Because we had Irina. We had her.
Yeah, we were really fucking close.
What are we gonna do? I mean, I don't know what you guys got from what he said, but what I got was that he's gonna turn us all into vampires.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
I have a way of getting out. And we have Emil, who is getting his wife right now.
Oh, that's true.
But I don't want to escape without you guys. So, that plan's out.
As you guys are talking, you can hear like tapping or maybe scratching at the window.
She immediately goes to the window.
Yeah.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
Is it Cheskar?
There is a large griffin there.
Is it
Oh my
Atlas?
god.
And then
You know the How to Train Your Dragon where he pulls out his hand and Toothless just kind of like does the whole nose thing. You know that? She kind of holds out her hand to see, and she just goes, Atlas?
this griffin does touch your hand like a yeah, hi. But also you can see this little black bird poke its head out from its feathers, its neck feathers.
Hey.
Come on,
And then
bitch.
she's gonna look to the black bird and be like, a scar?
Come on, bitch.
Oh, bitch. Andrew
Yeah,
kind of waves half-heartedly at Atlas and Cheskar.
It's okay. He understands. This place is rough. TM.
I guess we can go now, but Irina will still be there.
Yeah, that's
And-
the thing.
I don't know how I feel about just leaving her there. I mean, we already kind of fucked things over with her dad and not burying him.
Yeah.
We did bury him, just
We
not,
did not. We
good.
did not. We did not bury him. He was literally out like on the surface.
We
He was not
left
buried.
them. Yeah.
We dropped him off. What
Are
do
we
you
gonna go to
say?
the reception or not?
No, we can't go to the reception.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I don't know.
I feel
Cheskar,
like
you
if-
can see and hear like Atlas turning his head and chirping a bit, and you're able to discern that he's basically like, what reception? What are they talking about?
And it's at that point that Will goes, and I don't want to be turned into a vampire. So like,
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Followed by a loud caw that translates roughly to, "Holy shit."
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely
No.
right.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
Here's the thing. So even if we leave, he's still gonna be after us. But the least we can do is get Irina out of here. I have
But we
Pass Without
can't.
Trace.
no, can't do that. We already died once. Can't die again. Nope.
Can I check the door to see if it's locked?
Yeah, when you test the door, it does seem to be open.
Okay. Adrian's gonna be like, well, the door isn't locked.
with Pass Without Trace, there's still a chance he can see and attack, right?
Yeah, but we do get +10 bonus to stealth checks, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but what if we get a 1 is the thing. It's
Yeah.
the cursed crit crew. I don't know what to tell you.
We
Hey!
have our name for a reason.
Uh, I think we should go with Atlas. Because while we're still here, we still have the threat of being earned.
right.
But we won't have that threat. As much as I really want to take Irina, as much as I think that it would help us if she came with, I have a map. If we end up returning, or if I can end up returning. Hold on. We should go. Because I think I might have a way to transport her to where you guys are.
You're not gonna go back by yourself, are you? Because that's risky.
I might have to. I mean, I know it's all a risk, but it all really boils down to a risk if we're willing to take it or not. I mean, we're adventurers for a reason. We're not give-uppers. Not my best moment, not my best pep talk line, but you know what I mean.
As
When
you're-
you go back, you could take Cheskar with you or something, just so one.
He caws in response.
I don't know
Like-
what you're saying, Cheskar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheskar, you're still like your head's just poking out of Atlas's like neck feathers.
Yeah, he's.
So if you want to just fly out, you can.
Part of him does want to, but the other part of him is like, no, I feel safe here.
You're valid.
But yeah, he does end up like flying into the room and transforming into hybrid. I can speak while I'm hybrid, right? I think
Yeah.
I remember doing that. Yeah, okay, cool. Because I'm not. He's not turning into human form right now.
Just a big burb right now.
Yeah.
He's valid.
But, yeah, if you need my help, then I'd be more than happy to help you, you know?
I just don't know. We still have that feather. I
Yeah.
still have that feather, I should say. So, I don't know.
I mean,
I know it would be hypocritical if I just went by myself because I literally just told Zen that they can't go by themselves.
As you're thinking this over, you hear like this worried chirp from Atlas. And Cheskar, you're still able to hear what he's saying. And basically what that translated to was, if you die, I'll look after the hatchling.
Oh.
he, says that to her. He just-
Her eyes
yeah.
widen and she's like, we have to make sure that they're okay. I feel like Irina is a lost cause,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Ew.
Well,
And I don't know how I feel about splitting us up either. The last time that we were split up was not good. And the time before that. And the time before that.
All the time.
so we can't go, like, you and me, well, we can't go and get Irina and
No, I
keep them
have
forever.
the last thing that Madame Ava told us that we needed, I have now. It's in my bag.
Uh-huh.
So I think it would be best if we try and find a safe place like the church or something to lay out a plan. But unfortunately, the church is in place where I am wanted, so we can't do that. Oh, did I tell you? Did I tell you guys? I met Ezek again while I was there. That was fun.
Oh boy.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Oh,
Everything's
goody.
stacking up.
Fun guy.
Not fun. Okay. Yeah, let's just go back to how were we gonna explain this to Van Richten? Oh my god.
Oh,
One more
he's
thing.
gonna kick our ass.
want to leave
I'm
without.
sure he'll be fine.
I don't want to leave without
No.
Irina because I feel like we owe her something.
I
And
feel
Christmas,
like
kind of.
what we can do is we can go back and set up a plan and figure out what we're planning on doing and the safest way to do it, and then come back for her.
I
'Cause
kind of this is forgive me, and I know that it's just an option, and I definitely know that it's a bad option because it would be wrong. But if we had taken those bones with us, that might have helped us.
Yeah.
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 Just guys
I mean,
no
it's
idea what you're
obviously too
talking
late for
about.
that. I mean, it's obviously too late for that anyway. So, like, even if we wanted to, we can't. But
I hate to say this, but Adrian, if the dude really is like Rahadin, if he's really your uncle, then he could help us, maybe.
no, I don't
No?
think that he can help us.
I would try, but I seriously doubt it, considering how fucking mean he is.
And no offense, but isn't your family kind of trash anyway?
Yeah. a little bit.
At the word family, something kind of like something sort of flashes through her eyes for a couple of seconds, and she has to like sort of shake her head a little bit. She's like, "Right, yeah, let's just maybe Van Richten will be able to help us." I mean, and if I hate to say this, but if she's a vampire, it doesn't necessarily mean that she's evil, right?
That's true, yeah.
She's still Irina, but just a vampire.
Hey DM, how
Still
much
gonna
does
be-
Cheskar know about vampirism?
Vampirism.
Vampirism.
Vampires and all that shit.
You've been around long enough, and based on your history, you know that while vampires can still retain their old personalities, if given like an order from their basically the vampire that turned them or just a head vampire, they will usually follow that order, or if they're bloodthirsty and haven't had anything to drink or eat, then they're overcome with bloodlust.
Yeah. So here's the thing about that, right? Vampires don't necessarily turn evil immediately, but
Okay, that's good then.
there's a big but in there. No innuendo intended. She kind of has to follow the orders of the main guy, pretty much. And she also has the tendency of like, if she gets bloodthirsty, that's bad news for everyone. So the whole vampire thing is still not preferable.
Well, I mean, at this point, there's nothing we can really do to stop it.
Yeah.
So
I
we're on
mean,
plan B or plan M.
didn't you say you have everything that you need from Madame Eva?
To defeat Strahd, but we're not strong enough.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's true.
You could be strong enough, maybe. You don't know.
She just shakes her head at him.
Nah.
He has absolute faith in them for no reason.
That makes exactly one NPC that has absolute faith in them.
Yeah, he's a good
That's
boy.
true.
The best option is just to head out for now, regroup, talk things out, and then maybe probably hopefully go back and
Maybe if she does end up being turned, which she probably will be, if we're gonna go for the waiting thing.
Thank you, Jessica.
There's finger guns.
She just shakes her head.
Valid. Well, there's probably like cures and stuff for vampirism, right? Probably.
In any of the books that I took from his library, especially the one that I found on vampirism, because I think
Saber.
he did say that I found one on it. Well, let me double check. I think I did. Info. Yeah, I did. I found some on the process of vampirism. Did I read something about being able to cure it?
Roll an investigation.
I would love to. Where's my fucking d20? Where's my? I should correct myself. Where's my good d20?
And then.
Oh dear. Okay. You said insight?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay.
Good luck.
Oh wow, I have a mod in that. 16.
Okay. So. You can assume. Sorry, I'm also looking at stuff. Like, as you're digging through this, it's mentioning, like, if it's a curse sort of thing, if you destroy the vampire that turned them originally, they'll be fine. Like those old folk tales. There have been reports of someone making some kind of potion that's cured the vampirism.
Did I get a name?
There is no name in it.
Okay.
Of course there isn't.
Any ingredients for it?
It's a legend, right? So it's just like, there's a potion.
Well, I mean, legends sometimes have, like, especially if it's
Recipes.
something the way that it detailed the other processes of vampirism, there's a possibility? Maybe?
We can hope.
So, what it is, like, although there's not, like, a direct recipe for it, necessarily,
Mhm.
it seems to have been, like, this witch potion, due to what it calls for.
A what potion?
A witch
A witch potion.
Okay.
Like a hag.
Like a hag. Nice. I don't want to fuck with hags right now.
And
Oh, jeez.
what it seems to call for is a couple drops of the vampire you want to cure. You want to be able to get a griffin's feather.
Oh.
How
Griffin
coincidental.
feather?
Griffin feather. A
Oh,
skull of a child.
No!
oh,
Oh no.
boy.
Oh no. No, 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 no!
Silk.
That's not so bad.
The soul of a child. It's some silk. Like,
Not the soul of a child.
The skull.
Oh, skull.
Skull, and then a
That's a skull.
dragon's scale.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
I nod and I'm like, oh.
Oh, warm.
So you can see why it's a rare potion.
I mean, she sort of sighs and she's like, I mean, I don't know how much trouble the drops of vampire blood is, but I know we can get a griffin feather. I know we can get silk, and I can get a dragon scale probably.
Oh.
The skull.
No.
She purposefully left that out.
Oh, really? That's it? I thought it'd be harder than that. Since it's like, vampirism. Jazz hands.
This is really bad.
Well, I mean, there
There's
would be
if
easier.
worse comes to worse, we can do that. At least we know that there is a cure.
Yeah,
And
backup
another
plan.
cure.
A lot of them.
I assume that everything that the DM is telling to me, I'm also saying out loud so everyone can hear, and not just assuming that everyone can hear. But I also sort of stop, and I'm like, well, there's also, I mean, we'd have to either we could kill Strahd too, and that would take the vampirism away from Irina, but that can be saved for later. I'm just saying it's not the only way.
Yeah, that's true.
Even more incentive to kill the dude.
Let's go now, and we can discuss things later. I'm not ready to talk to Fenriton about this, but
He's gonna be so mad.
let's go. Atlas, do you think you could hold all of us?
He kind of looks nervous for a second before.
I can carry like 1, maybe 2 people, if that helps.
Cheskar, you'd
Maybe.
be able to carry one person.
Yeah.
I mean, what about one person and also Joan? Because Joan is very small.
That's true.
Like,
That's 1.5
Joan-
people.
Hold Joan in their lap.
I can carry 1.5 people.
Perfect.
That's so mean.
I mean, it's true.
Atlas is gonna like look at the room and then just lower himself a bit, so
Yeah.
that way he's level with the window. Like he's still in the air, but he's level enough with the window that you can just climb on.
Yeah.
She sighs, getting over her fear of heights, and just walks over to she's gonna take Atlas. Because she's already taken Atlas, no offense, Jessica. She's more used to
None taken.
Atlas.
I'm taken.
He caws, and Cheskar, you can hear him say, "You really need to get over this fear."
Yeah, you're right, buddy.
What? What did you say?
Don't worry about it. Just something. Anyway, who wants
I
to go with me?
doubt
then?
it, but if you're not gonna tell me, that's fine too. It just goes on.
Yeah?
Atlas
Shuts-
too. Both
shuts
because
her
she likes
eyes
Atlas
tight.
into comfort. Whoa.
Alright.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll go with Cheskar also.
Well, alright, cool.
Okay.
Alright. Cheskar, roll a stealth for me.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
jeez.
Ah, fuck.
Don't screw this up.
I can't promise anything.
Don't screw this up.
Ooh, I don't have a thing for that. Oh boy.
You
It'll
don't have
just
a
be
modifier?
Dex.
You don't have a
I have the Weir Raven sheet. I don't
Yeah.
have my own sheet. And they don't have
Oh,
a lot of
boy.
skills.
Oh
Oh.
boy.
Yeah, just Dex.
Ooh, that's a yikes.
Oh.
I told you not to screw this up.
You think I can help myself? It's a 6.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably make a lot of noise. It's fine.
Okay.
Just
Oh boy.
So, Atlas is in the clear. He's going rather high to kind of mask
Oh, did they
Rowan
spot
Finn.
Cheskar in the fucking sky with us on him?
of course they did.
However, you can hear yelling from the castle about a were-raven carrying away 2 of the guests.
Shit.
Edrin kind of like really
Shit.
nervous
Shit.
goes,
Shit.
go faster!
I'm trying.
Let's see. Let me just make 2 rolls really quick.
Oh god.
No, you don't. You don't
Jesus.
have to. You don't have to. It's fine.
You
Oh!
don't need to.
My
Cuts to Cheskar dying. Oh boy.
Jump cut.
My rainbow dice are pulling through.
No.
What happened to them not pulling through? This is homophobia.
Homophobia! This is Pride Month!
Alright, so both are hitting. So,
Oh,
Oh god.
Let's see.
Edrin grabs Joan and goes, we're about to go on a wild ride!
Oh boy.
yes, okay. So, Cheskar, you are taking 9 points of damage
Oh, thank God.
from 2 arrows, just kind of lodging into your back and side.
He hisses and yells loud, "Fuck!"
You good? You good, bud?
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
fine!
Hey, can I cast Cure Wounds?
Right now, while you're flying, just cast
Yeah.
Cure Wounds.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, thank
Okay,
God.
hold on.
And Sin and Woe, you can probably see Cheskar getting hit with the arrows from where you are.
You could probably hear, like, Adrian nervously yelling.
And, Cheska's loud as hell scream.
Okay, Minnie,
just
you're
fuck.
back to max.
Yay! I
Yay!
don't have to do math.
Because it was 12, and I know you got 9 damage.
Yeah.
Yay. I should just have a calculator up at all times.
I know, I normally do too, because I'm stupid.
We're gay and we can't do math.
It's
When
true.
when you play D&D, but you're gay and you don't know math.
Okay. So after that, all of you are able to get out of the premise of Castle Ravenloft just fine.
Woo!
And you are able to make it back to the outskirts of Valaki. It does take
Yay!
some
No!
time.
Wait, oh shit, that's where we were. Okay.
Yeah.
It does take some time to get there. However, you can still see Elise just chilling outside of the wagon, almost like waiting for Fluffy to come back.
Aww.
In which case,
we're back, right?
yeah, Atlas takes a nosedive and lands.
I'm gonna scream, and as soon as he lands, I'm gonna barrel roll and just like lay on my back and just stare at the sky for a little bit.
Cheska's gonna, as gently as he can, put the 2 down, but he probably ends up like falling over as well. So, he's doing his best, but he did just get shot, even if he's back at full health.
And immediately got healed.
Yeah.
And as everyone's landing, all of you can see Elise perk up. And she's got this large smile, and her hands are like throwing up in the air. And you can hear her just yell, "Everyone's back!"
Oh,
She just shakes her head back and forth while still staring up, arms spread out, just like just accepting the ground, and she just goes, "Not everyone."
Oh, God.
I mean, mostly everyone. We did what we could.
Elise walks over to
tried.
you, Cheskar.
Hello.
She's kind of like pulling at your feathers,
Uh-huh.
in which Atlas starts to laugh, because this is the same treatment he's gotten before.
Yeah, ouch.
Yeah, she's probably tearing out a few feathers on accident. And-
Hey, no. I'm happy to meet you too, or see you again as well, but don't, ow. Don't-
Fluffy!
Yes, yep.
Fluffy number 2.
As every animal that can fly, Fluffy.
Every animal that is not flat, that is not, not fluffy, is fluffy. I don't know why I said flat of all adjectives. But,
You know.
You all know what I mean.
And as this commotion is going on outside, Van Richten does come out to join.
Oh, jeez.
Happy Pride Month. I'm so glad you decided to come out. I'm sorry. The worst part is, I think by the time this gets put up, it's no longer Pride Month. So
It's Pride Month every month if you're gay enough.
Yeah,
It's 2018,
Right.
y'all.
Hell yeah.
but as he's looking over the group and he sees one missing, it's obvious to tell he's a little irked.
Yeah.
Dupsy.
We kind of knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And he's holding out his hand, palm up, and looking to you, Woe, and saying,
She just hands him back his cane.
yeah. Like, he opens his mouth to talk, she hands it back, he's like, okay, never mind.
I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, she's not saying anything. She's just staring at the sky.
But he will speak up and say, Where's Irina?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
about that.
I got this, and she just sort of sits up and looks at him, and she goes, we tried what we could. He ended up taking her. She's being turned right now. We have nothing. We can't do anything. Although I did read something about a cure, but that's all we've got right now.
What are the
It
cures?
was way out of our control. We tried everything. If we tried or continue trying, we would have become vampires too.
Van Richten doesn't seem to be saying anything to that. But he does seem curious about the cures that you found.
She gets out her book, and because I think she has time to like go through her bags, which have like 5 books and also the tome. She like sets the tome down like it's nothing and goes to the vampire book because obviously the more important thing right now. And she like sort of goes through the book and points out the cure and shows it to him.
He kind of seemed distracted by the tome. It's like, oh, okay. Before actually looking over the cures that you found. And when it gets to Child's Skull, he kind of looks up at you,
She shakes her head.
looks to Elise.
She shakes her head even more. And she goes quietly, if it comes to that, she's not gonna go. I know someone else.
It would be the safest way of doing it.
No.
No.
Final answer. Family always comes first, no matter what.
As you say family, you hear Elise, like, whose face is like probably now buried in Cheskar's feather, just family.
That's her head. Like, yes, family.
But Van Richten is just brushing it off.
Jeez.
I mean it.
Then what's your plan?
We don't know yet. We're more going through the things that we definitely know won't work, and then weighing our options from there.
This cure might work.
It might not, though, and we will have. She mouths killed a child, but like doesn't say it out loud because there's a child literally right there for nothing. And I don't know about you, but I'm not about to have that on my conscience.
Yeah.
Would you rather I do it?
No,
Oh.
We're not gonna
Not her.
murder a child.
she looks very deep set. Like, in fact, she looks almost enraged that he would suggest this.
You think maybe we could rob a grave?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Well,
Joan all dejected. Okay.
It's the only not murdering a child option.
God.
Joan?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you just say that out loud?
Oh.
Whoopsie daisy.
Oops.
Elise is just kind of looking at the group, wide-eyed.
He's gonna put her face back into his feathers. Don't worry about that.
Smother the child.
Gently,
Yeah.
not actually.
Adrian's probably like standing, just kind of watching this all happen. And when like this all happens, like Adrian just sits down, and or lays down on the ground and just rolls over and just pushes their face into the grass, just like, oh, I hate this.
That's a fat fucking mood.
Van Richten is just gonna look over your group before addressing you again, Woe, and saying, something needs to be done sooner than later.
I know. But that's all I've got right now.
You're running out of time.
Y'all, I fucking hate this.
Yeah, me too.
Van Richten is looking back over the cure again, before furrowing his brows, speaking up and saying, do you even have any of her blood?
No. But then again, we couldn't have just walked out and been like, hey, can we please take some blood from this corpse for a couple of seconds? I mean, I might be able to have some of her blood if it was there on my... Can I check my robe and see if any of her blood ended up having... I'm assuming since she was pretty much drained of it, she can't.
There's no blood on your robe, from what you can see.
Yeah. And she also says, considering that she was also pretty much drained of her blood, we couldn't have gotten it anyway, so...
Then you plan to go with the first cure?
For now, I mean, we have until, I guess since it's morning or early morning, tomorrow night, to come up with a plan. Because tomorrow night is a reception that we were supposed to have gone to, but, oh, by the way, fun fact, we might have people for Strahd looking for us, because our good friend Cheskar was a little flustered, and,
He looks extremely offended.
I mean, it's true.
I'm sorry, do you want me to say that you completely fucked up?
No, listen, I try my best. I'm not used to carrying two people at once, alright?
A gnome. And
That's why I said.
That's still two people. Just, whatever. He looks grumpy. He did his best, dang it.
Elise pats him.
Thank you.
One day or 2 days, it doesn't matter. A plan still needs to be made.
I know. You think I don't know this?
It doesn't seem like it, considering you aren't willing to take the risks.
I don't know if you can tell, Van Richten, but I'm livid. I don't know if that was evident to you. Suggesting that we do that would be like suggesting that we do that to literally anyone else here. I don't know if your morals have left the window, but mine haven't, for the most part.
It would be for the greater good.
And you're willing to live with that?
If I have to.
Not her. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it with someone else.
Then who?
Arabelle.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, but I don't like killing children.
Me either.
You don't have to. I'll do it myself.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
The thing is, that would make us have even more enemies than we have now. Because
That's
then
true.
they would go after us.
Then Van Richten can do it since he was so keen on killing. Doing that.
Oh my god.
He doesn't seem phased.
Looks like he'll be able to do it.
For the sake of this entire kingdom.
Okay? You can have the Vistoni on your back then. That's fine.
I already do.
That's fair. So do we, to be fair. Okay. Then we'll do that, or I guess you can do that, but we needed another plan from there. Madame Ava said that having this, and she pats the tome, will help, like, knowledge of our enemy will help him understand him and defeat him better. But all I saw was just a backstory. A diary, almost.
All I found was lore, and I don't know what to do with this.
It's receipts.
I don't know. I almost brought up the thing about his brother, but he would have gotten angry, and we would have ended up getting hurt.
Is there any way we could get, like, the brother back?
I don't know.
You're referring to Sergei?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of anyone
and
trying
she
to.
looks through it and she says, "My pact was sealed with his blood, his divinity." I mean, maybe we could raise dead. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword... Oh, that's Sergei's, and she points to the sun sword.
Really?
And as you say
Yeah.
that, Joan, you can kind of feel a warmth from the sun sword.
Yeah, I guess it is.
I fear it and hate it as much as the sun. Ancient are its ways, and ancient saints dwell in this valley long before my coming, and 3 hidden fanes still give tribute to their memories. I visited the swamp fane, forest fane, and mountain fane, and claimed their power for my own. Their servants now serve me, and thus I have become the land.
So it sounds like sunlight is the way to go.
Yeah.
Lit.
I hate this, you guys. I hate this.
Yeah, me too.
She's like just looking like over and over and over this tome, just reading it over and over and over again.
Hold on.
It looks like he'll do anything for Tatiana. Like from here, it literally looks like he would go to the ends of this planet and another for her.
Did it not say that a stake through the heart will immobilize him?
Immobilize but not kill.
Well, you can still use that to kill him.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that's a good thing to keep in mind, I think.
And I have a wooden stake. I took one out of my bag.
Aren't we lucky? That's not in character, that's just me.
It's that haunted one backstory, buddy.
Yep.
So is your plan to stake him, then kill him that way?
No. I mean, he's got servants coming from the corners of that castle. If something happens to him, we will be hurt,
Yeah.
and with how closely Rahadin was coming towards them, and even Escher. Sorry, Adrian. I don't think that's. I don't know. And ancient saints dwell in this valley long before my coming, and 3 hidden fanes still give tribute to their memories. She like points at that part. I think this means something. I visited the swamp fane, the forest fane, and the mountain fane, and I claimed their power for my own. Maybe that has something. I don't know. Their servants now serve me. If we get rid of that, then he'll have less servants at the very least.
But he'll still have servants in the castle.
3 hidden fanes still give tribute to their memories. Can I try and make a meaning out of this, DM?
Yeah. Roll insight.
Okay. I'm gonna not use that one. Okay. My insight is +5. That's an 18.
Okay. So
Rolling pretty well today.
you don't know what specifically. It sounds like there were powerful things there.
Mhm.
But based on what the diary, based on what the diary is implying, you have basically what some of them are.
Okay.
You have the Sun Sword, which you can imply came from the Forest Fane.
Yeah, because of the tree.
You have the Holy Symbol,
Mountain.
which could come from the mountain. The swamp is still... You're not sure if you have it. It's still unclear. But it might not be important.
It might not be important. But it might.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to cover all my bases. I'm going to be as prepared as we can, just in case. I mean, I don't think that... First of all, Irina offered to come with us. She knew the risk that she was taking whenever she left. So, if she were to be mad, I don't think she'd be mad at us, but from what I'm seeing, whoever Tatiana was, she literally threw herself from a window.
Tatiana is the one that Strahd's been obsessed with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he believes that her soul, either her soul or she is, Irina is Tatiana. He's referred to her as Tatiana on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
Do you think history may repeat itself then?
I hope. But what I do know is we need to get away from these walls, because I know that Ezek is still looking for me specifically, and I don't know if that means escaping the city or not.
If we want the one ingredient to the cure, we may have to wait until nighttime.
Okay. I don't know.
If we had the bones with us, then we would be able to go into Castle Ravenloft no problem, which really stinks. But he needed those, and I understand that. Okay, yeah, let's either wait or go, but we need to get away from here. We can
Yeah.
formulate a plan later. We just... need to get moving and doing something to help improve with whatever we're doing next.
Where do you plan on going?
I guess we can go back to where that Vistani camp was that Arabelle was in.
The Vistani camp
Or
is
you can.
just outside of Valaki, so it's not far from you.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, Van Richten, you could go there because you were the one that wanted it, said that you'd rather take it for the team for the greater good. So we can wait here.
I
You
didn't
can
say
come.
I would rather take it for the team. No one else just wants to do it.
Yeah, no one else wants to do it, so you can go.
And are you going to leave? I need to know, so...
No,
Okay.
no, we'll stay here and wait.
I would rather do it in the shroud of night than in broad daylight.
Then we'll have to wait until literally tonight, which is not good.
That gives us time to collect the other ingredients.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get mine actually, and I'm gonna go back to that the plane.
Okay.
Dude, I don't feel good killing Arabelle, guys. I know we're not doing it, but still.
I know.
So... Alright, so Woe just disappears. Everyone can see that. And-
Adrian just goes, well, okay.
And when she disappears, Van Richten blinks in surprise, like, okay, that's not a normal thing. But sure. Before giving one last look over at the party and heading back to town
Oh.
instead of towards the Vistani camp.
Alright.
Whoa, when you show back up on this plane, nothing seems to have changed. It's
Okay, I'm gonna go to the dragon whose name, don't tell me, is Shay.
Shea.
Shaya.
Yeah. She seems to be sleeping when you approach.
Oh dear. She's just gonna.
When you clear your throat, you can see like this white silhouetted dragon's eyes just shoot open, and her head raises to look towards you. And
She sways.
where her posture was like ready to lunge or fight, she does recognize you and the robe and just relaxes.
Hi, Shaya.
What are you doing here?
I need your help.
With?
Do you think you could part with one of your scales?
If you tell me why.
Well, here's a story. Strahd currently has Irina, and it's very possible that she could turn into a vampire, so we are trying to work for a cure. And in the cure, one of those things includes a scale of a dragon.
This huge beast is going from laying down to sitting up. And she's just towering over you, Woe.
She just looks up.
Is that really my business?
I just need a scale. I don't have much, but I'm willing to trade you if you want.
What do you have to offer?
Let's see. I've got a holy symbol. It's got leather, holy water, a quiver, water skin, wooden stake, manacles, oil, bedroll, rations, rope. I told you I don't have much. I'm desperate.
She's not saying anything, but instead, one of her claws, which is like the size of you, Woe,
Mm-hmm.
it lightly taps on your robe. And where there were just 3 stars before, it is replenished with 6 total stars.
Oh, cool.
However, she is taking 3 of them away as a price. And you can see, like, these 3 stars are glowing between her 2 talons before she flicks it upward. And when it hits the sky, there's a large blast, this white blast that covers the entirety of this dark night sky before almost like a North Star appears just above. And with that, she is plucking off one of her scales to give to you. And there seems to be like this purple-blue starry blood that just kind of trickles from where it was, but nothing major.
Does it look like she took any damage from it?
It looks like she probably took like 1 hit from it, like 1 point of damage.
I mean, I've got cure wounds. I haven't used any spell slots, so I'll go ahead and just, even if it was like 1 or 2 HP, I'll go ahead and heal her for it.
Okay. She doesn't seem very fazed by it. It's like getting flicked to her. Like, okay. I mean, sure. But she is passing
a little kind gesture.
Yeah. You're winning favors with this astral dragon.
Exactly.
But she is
rather not be on her bad side.
That's smart. But she is passing it off, and this scale is like the size of your head. It's not a small hatchling scale. It's really pretty big. And a little heavy, but it's still an authentic scale.
She nods, and she's like, I also have one more question for you.
Yes?
Do you know my mom's name?
Although she is just like this white silhouette, from what you can see, it almost looks like she's smiling.
She just nods slowly like a, go on.
We'll save that for another date, Miss
Come
Varuna.
on, Shea. I got one of my memories back. I'm dying to know. Please tell me.
I can only tell you so much, Miss Varuna.
Please. Her name.
Go back to your friends.
Please. She's like starting to tear up a little bit.
She like lowers her head to look at you. Whoa. And she says, her name's not important. What matters...
It's important to me.
What's important is who you are. Focus on your own
I don't
identity.
know that, but you know that.
I do.
You know who my mom's name is. I just want a name, please.
I can't give you that. Not right now.
She just like sort of looks down and nods.
Your focus
Okay.
should be elsewhere, other than your family. You should be focusing on
Well,
this
it was-
new family you made.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Thank you. I'm assuming those stars will never be returned to me.
They may. And she seems to be smiling again.
Thank you, Shea.
She nods, and her head gestures towards one of the pools.
She just walks to it.
When you walk to it, you can see your friends underneath it.
Yeah, I go back.
This time, instead of like falling out of the sky, you gently drift down back to the ground, but you're still wet like before.
Yeah. So I got the scale, and then I show them the scale, put it on the ground.
Jesus.
Where did you go?
Yeah.
Not important. What matters is I have it now. I'm gonna
dealer.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go inside the wagon for a little bit.
Alright. Esmeralda seems to be sitting there.
She's not really even gonna say anything. She's just gonna get out her journal and start writing stuff down.
Do any of you want to follow her into the wagon? What's your guys' game plan?
Sin will.
It looks
Sin's
like she
gonna.
kind of wants her privacy.
Yeah, Adrian
Sin
understands.
won't.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Jessica's
She wouldn't mind, but she'd like her privacy.
Jessica's just gonna chill out with Elise. Just
We all chilling.
yeah.
we chillin'.
Okay.
Adrian's just like, they're probably just thinking about everything that happened, especially like the mention about their mom, you know, that shit.
Yeah.
We're all moms today.
Momthers. But
We are all our moms.
eventually Elise does pull away from you, Cheskar. And just kind of spits out a few feathers. And
Sorry, kiddo.
she's still beaming. Even as you apologize, she's beaming.
Oh, I love her.
I love her.
And she's looking at you guys like, what happened? Where'd you go?
We be chilling.
We went, fuck. Oh,
Went
Oh,
somewhere
boy.
not great.
yeah.
Was it fun?
Nah,
Really?
not really.
No.
Was it dangerous?
Yup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I go with next time?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I love everything about this.
Why not? It sounds like fun.
Yeah, no, it's
No.
not.
Dangerous,
Trying to make it fun,
and it's
didn't
not
work.
safe. It wasn't safe for us, and it'll be even more dangerous for you, so.
But I can fight, look! And she's taking the dagger that Woe gave her and kind of swinging it around.
Yeah, sometimes things that are dangerous shouldn't be messed with. You're really good at fighting, I can tell. However, this is kind of something that not even they can handle. And you know, they're really strong. They're really good. But they're gonna be able... Listen! Let him talk! Let him boost your view, whatever.
Your
Boost
morale?
review on you. And, you know, they're gonna do it. Trust me. But, you can help us by keeping up the positivity around here. Yeah?
Can I go with and keep up the positivity?
No.
Sadly, I don't think it's gonna help or work.
That's
But
Can't talk.
why not?
It's very gloomy where we go.
Yeah.
We'd feel better if you were here and we knew you were safe.
But what if something happens to you?
Well,
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it's lit.
if you're here, then we have something to come back to.
Elise is like, Elise is running over to each of you, like grabbing your hand, pulling you along, until everyone's just kind of in the same area to group hug you guys.
Aww.
Baby chain.
And and she's like, Joan, she's like your height, so it's like a normal hug deal.
That's good.
But she's hugging all of you close and like smiling and giggling, and you hear her say, "We're all one big happy family. I love you guys."
Sin just kind of smiles a little at quietly, like smooths back her hair. Yeah, one family.
Oh boy.
I love you guys.
We love you too.
Yeah.
And we'll stop there on that happy note.
I
Yay.
don't-
Bittersweet note.
I don't feel very happy right now.
Happiness.
Woo.
Positivity.
What do you mean? I feel
good
great.
vibes.
Lisa's carrying this party's morale.
That's true. This party has no confidence in themselves, considering the fact that everyone else they met at the beginning of their journey had no confidence in them.
But in that
Alright,
case,
guys, thank you so much for listening in. This has been Cursed Crit with your Cursed Crit crew.
I wanna die.
Please follow us on Twitter for any and all updates. That's at Cursed Crit on twitter.com, and all of our social media should be on the screen right now. Thank you again so much, and we will see you guys probably next week. We'll see.
hopefully
Who
that's the
knows?
plan. Keep you
Lord,
guys
I
alive
hope.
that long.
Bye!
Bye.